Hello and welcome to the Tuesday Tell All. This is Driver Interviews with Bobby Fazio channel. That's at Driver Interviews. I am Bobby Fazio, and it's Tuesday already. Tuesday, June 25th. Man, this year's rolling by. Rolling by. We're already at the end of June. Can't believe it. And it was a hot one this week. Scorcher. My grass is all dying here out in New Jersey. I had really nice grass before I went to Virginia. It was nice and green. I came back. It looks like straw right now. Couldn't rely on the wife and kids to water it and take care of it for me, of course. But hey, what are you gonna do, right? All right, guys, we got a special episode for you tonight. We have some guests coming on. We got Ken Miele from ClassRacer.com. We got Timothy Fletcher coming on. They're going to tell us all about the Class Racer Nationals this year at Numidia Dragway in the beautiful hills of Pennsylvania. That's July 24th, Wednesday, July 24th. Preceding the divisional event, Lucas Oil Divisional Series and D1 and the National Open. So more on that in a little bit. They will be joining us in about 10-15 minutes as soon as I get through all the results and announcements that we have to do on our weekly basis, right? Who's out there? We got Bruce Fulper. Hi, Ken Miele. Life is good. How you doing, Bruce? Thanks for joining us. Walt Walker, let's go. Happy Tuesday. What's going on, Walt? It's good to see Walt this past weekend down there in Virginia. We got Tom Baker in the house. What's going on, Tom? How you doing, buddy? You were missed in Virginia, I must say. Russ Abrams, good evening. How you doing, buddy? Finally, normal weather in Michigan. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear it. Tom Miele out on the West Coast, sweating out here on the left coast. Oh, come on. There's no humidity out there. It's always nice out there. I wish I was there right now. Brett Steven, what's going on? Another West Coaster, right? How you doing, Brett? Good to see you, pal. Thanks for tuning in. Brett's got a beautiful 67 Mustang. K-Rod, Rodney Cakel, how you doing? Your dad's already parked at Norwalk. I mean, people are asking me if I was going to Norwalk this week. I was like, are you kidding me? I feel like I need to sleep for a week after that Virginia, man. I'm not used to heat like that anymore. Hello from mid-Michigan. Actually, last time I was in heat like that was Norwalk, probably 2012, and it was 105 degrees every day. That's before I had a motorhome. Darcy Clark from all the way up in Canada. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? All right. Don Kennedy, how you doing, Don? Thanks for sponsoring the show. We appreciate it, Don. As a matter of fact, let's get to some of the sponsors. First off, driverinterviews.com is the website. If you want a shirt, if you want a hat, if you want a sticker, Driver Interviews is your place. And also, like and subscribe, share, do all those things. Like the YouTube video, subscribe to the channel, and follow the Facebook page and follow the Instagram page, all that stuff. You know the deal. Hashtag the car show. Stock and super stock. Drag racing is the greatest car show on earth, as you already know. Hashtag the car show. I got to give that little award to PJ Faust this past weekend. 66 Chevy 2 in the final super stock and automatic. Lupe Tortilla, Texmex.com. Can't do this without them. Thank you, Stan and Sheila Holt, for your support this year. Again, spicy pineapple margaritas. That sounds really good right now. Houston, San Antonio, Austin, and Dallas, Texas areas. Check them out. I can't wait to be there again in October in Dallas, Texas. Draginsights.com. Check out your stats. Check out your opponent's stats, all right? You got to do your research. Can't go into a race without a plan anymore. It's so hard to win right now, and all the racers they're all good. I mean, what can you say? You got to go in with a plan. Draginsights.com makes you contingency eligible if you are a premium member. If you want to be a free member and just check it out, all you need is an email address, and you can check out your stats. Don Kennedy Race Car Insurance, 602-284-6240 or 1donkennedy@gmail.com. He can get you set up with an insurance policy for your race car, all right? Protect that race ride. You know how it is, inflation out there. It costs triple what it did probably in 2018 or 19 to replace whatever needed to be replaced on your race car. Don't pay for it. Let the insurance company pay for it. Haggerty Insurance can do that, right? Hold on a second. Didn't think I would have enough energy tonight, but this coffee is really helping me out. Fuel Factor X, increase your fuel mileage, guys. All right, just want to let you know, in my V10 motorhome with the air conditioner running the whole way home from Virginia, okay, pulling my race car. Now, I have a heavier race car than I've ever had before in my life, I must say, with this new C-Stock automatic big block car. Dude, I got 9.2 miles per gallon. Now, I usually get 7. I thought I was getting 8 and change on the way down to Gainesville and back, but I guess this stuff is really settling in. 9.2 miles per gallon on the way home from Virginia. Can't believe it. All right, this stuff really works. Fuel Factor X, the link is in the show notes. All right, the Father's Day sale is probably finished by now, so I got to take that down, but you can check it out, Fuel Factor X. Kenwood Welding and Metallizing, that's Tom Baker. How you doing, Tom? We appreciate you coming in. Double O Green Hand Cleaner, that's Ashton Hudson, Comp Eliminator Racer. And part of that bonus fund, all right, Eliminator bonus fund, 100 grand, right, to the points champion there in Division 4. AmbiAmpersand.com is the website. They are a contingency sponsor as well, and they pay fast. And it's only 2 little decals that you got to put on the vehicle, so why not, right? PontiacEngines.com, Bruce Fulper, Mr. 428. Thank you, Bruce, for what you do. We appreciate it. Founder of that combo that everybody loves in Superstock that goes really, really fast, right? All right, let's get a couple comments, and let's get to the announcements and the results. Warren Monteith, good evening. Good showing at Virginia. I had someone tell me Flying H is a great track, but the divisional was a bit of a crap show. And how about the flooding at Thunder Valley Dragway in Marion, South Dakota? Well, I just don't think Flying H was 100% ready for the divisional yet, but they kept it on the schedule to benefit us racers. And it is what it is. There's always bugs you got to work out in the beginning. So that's what happens, right? Justin Graham from hot California. How about that? What you guys got going on over there right now? Dennis Chapman, what's going on, buddy? How you doing, man? Dave Turner, what's going on? Another Canadian. How you doing, Dave? Terry Nolan, what's up, buddy? Love Terry Nolan's car. Oh, Terry Nolan. Let me know if you're ever going to get rid of that car. You know me, I'm not a huge Chevy guy, but the 66, 67 Chevy 2 Nova is one of my favorites. All right, Dino Mares, hello from Fontana. Oh, God, remember Fontana? I was at that track a couple times, believe it or not. And Travis Booth, how you doing, buddy? Travis Booth, I got more shirts coming in. Just want to let you know. Thank you for your order, Travis Booth. I appreciate your support. As soon as they get here, I'll send them out to you. And good luck in Norwalk this weekend. Bill Kennedy, what's going on, Bill? How you doing, buddy? Bill Kennedy should be at the Class Racer Nationals. Zach Wolf is listening. How you doing, Zach? Oh, man, I don't know. I hope Nick Ryder's listening. If I have to race Nick Ryder one more time, I don't know. Like, I don't want to do it anymore, okay? No more. And Sean Conway, happy Tuesday. Good job getting this. Yeah, I was trying, buddy. I was trying. Thanks a lot. I was pitted next to your brother, man. It was fun times. Pete Astor, how you doing, Pete? Thanks for tuning in, buddy. And Dennis Chapman, what's going on? Dennis Chapman Jr., right? We had senior a couple minutes ago. Now we got junior. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right, we got the birthdays, the Drag Insights birthdays from the past week. This is on the Drag Insights homepage. This is the master calendar for the race schedule, and this is the birthday calendar as well, if you want to go with that. Jeremy Duncan and Mitch Kite, June 19th. Happy birthday, fellas. Greg Schenk, June 20th. All right, happy birthday, Greg. Chad Langdon, June 21st. How about that? First day of summer, baby, right? And Chad Langdon, a legend in his own right. Neil Pressimone, June 22nd. Keith Wells, June 23rd. Bill King is June 24th. Happy birthday. We got a lot of June birthdays. Mine's actually June 29th, so it's coming up. And tomorrow's my wedding anniversary, so don't let me forget. All right. What else do we have? We got John Force is still in the ICU, all right, in a Virginia hospital. He took a brutal crash. I'm sure a lot of you saw it on TV. I actually I saw it after I got home. That was on Sunday when that happened. Yeah, so I had just pulled in Sunday morning and turned on the NHRA TV, and they were in a delay because of that crash. So I hope John Force is okay. They said he was alert and talking after the crash, so I thought he was all right, and they took him to the hospital just for, out of routine. And no, it sounds like he's still in the ICU. So prayers for John Force. He's a legend, and we need him out there. I don't know where Funny Car and Nitro Racing goes once John Force is gone, but I don't know. I'm sure they might have a plan for that. Sad news. We got Roger Richards, the photographer, famous photographer, NHRA photographer, as well as Competition Plus photographer, passed away. Sad news. I believe it was today he passed away. So rest in peace, Roger Richards. And it's not going to be the same not seeing him out there. And friendly face to look at. So Roger Richards, rest in peace. Sad news for sure. We got the Indy Sportsman Dinner Tuesday, August 27th. The celebration, camaraderie, and thousands of dollars in prizes. NHRA wants you there. If you're going to race at the U.S. Nationals, make sure you're there. Grade 8 has already opened. I believe Grade 7 opens tomorrow if you want to enter the race. I heard it was a good time last year. I wasn't there for it last year. I got there a day later, so I missed it. We've got a Division 1 triple 5K at Napierville Dragway, 2 opportunities for grade points and 1 opportunity just for another $5,000. That's brought to you by Gaftech, Kevin and Sean Gaffney. That is Napierville Dragway. That's July 18th to the 21st. And then, as you know, we have the Numidia Class Racer Nationals and Divisional and National Open July 24th to the 28th at Numidia Dragway. Ken Miele and Tim Fletcher will be on shortly to talk about that. we are going to go into the results from Virginia Motorsports Park, and then we'll get to Tim and Ken. All right, so Virginia Nationals, extremely hot. All right, it was brutal. 93 the first day, I think 96 and 97 the last 2 days. I didn't make it to the third day. I was gone Saturday night. There were 48 stockers and 42 super stockers on the list. I believe 47 stockers showed up for qualifying, and that's how it went down. It was a tricky starting line. It was, I guess that's what you would expect from a race where it's that hot and the sun's just beating on the track all day. But I could feel the starting line kind of going away later in the day. It felt pretty good in the morning on my first run. And after that, I could hear a little, chirp, a little spin every time I was leaving the starting line. I even saw Kurt Johnson, the starting line specialist, walking around there. So I don't know if he's at all the events or if they brought him in for this event to help out. But it was a wise move, I would say, because, he's one of the best at it. I want to also give a shout out to the Sterling Simmons, Ron Urquhart, Ray Skipper, and Wallace Pye Dent camp for entertaining us, for their hospitality, giving us a wonderful barbecue by the lovely ladies, their wives and girlfriends that put that on. And they had a lot of great food, and they had cool names for all the food, like modified mac and cheese and spinning sausage and what else did that? Breakout beans and stuff like that. So it was really cool. Thank you very much. Wanted to make sure that they got a shout out. All right, let's get to the results. Number one qualifier, stock eliminator. Who else? But Ralph Papora, E-stock automatic at 396, 325, 1969 Camaro. Qualified with a 1064 on the 1170 index. He was 105.7 under. And like I said, there were 47 cars on the qualifying sheet after Q2. It was a little bit a different format. Okay, we got 2 qualifying sessions on Friday morning, afternoon, and then we had to go into 2 rounds of eliminations Friday evening. It's not my favorite setup. It's not my favorite scenario. This being one of the only races that I would ever want to do that at, and I hope that I never really do that again. I know some people like it. I just don't want to be eliminated on day one of a national that I spent $1,000 getting to, when it's at least when you add it all up, right? But that's the way it was. So we had to survive 2 rounds of eliminations on Friday to make it to Saturday. In the Eliminator, stock Eliminator, Cliff Hinson, a guy that I'll be seeing in my nightmares for a little while now, went up against Cody Phillips. Cliff's got a factory stock B 2019 Camaro. Cody Phillips, a 2001 Corvette A stock automatic. Cody Phillips has been on a tear this year. Cliff Hinson, I lost to twice in the last 3 weeks. So I'm not looking forward to racing him too much anymore. Beautiful blue Camaro, though. Cliff was dialed 941 in the final round. Cliff cut a very un-Cliff-like 121 reaction time in the final. He wasn't 121 against me 2 rounds prior, but, we'll let him go on this one. Cody Phillips was dialed 1036 and was 020 on the tree, and that is basically what Cody Phillips was doing all weekend. Cody dialed 1036. He ran a 1037.2 at 126 miles an hour on the brakes at the finish line. Cliff was dead on, 941.8 on a 941 at 141 miles an hour. Cliff was dialed in all weekend, by the way. But that 121 light cost him. It was nighttime, I think, by the time they ran that final. I don't know if that kind of messed him up a little bit. But congratulations, Cody Phillips, on his first national event win. I was not expecting that. I thought Cody Phillips had a half a dozen of these by now. But first win. So congratulations, Cody Phillips, and congratulations, Cliff Hinson, on your runner-up finish. Cliff just won the Maple Grove Divisional a couple weeks ago, and he's in his a national event final already here. So he's tearing it up this year. He's number 1 in Division 1 points, by the way. Moving into Superstock, we got Troy Huntsberry, another guy that loves qualifying number 1. Superstock I-Automatic, 1987 Camaro. He was 108 under to get number 1 spot. There were 41 Superstockers on the sheet. He qualified with a 961 on a 1070. So congratulations, Troy Huntsberry. He's got a really good car there. Loves qualifying number 1, getting that buy run when there's an odd number of cars. I saw Herbie Knoll went for it too, but Troy edged him out by a little bit. In the final round, though, we had PJ Fouts. How about this? I haven't seen PJ Fouts racing in a long time, and definitely not a national event, I would say. I haven't seen him at a national event in a couple years. And he's got this beautiful blue 66 Chevelle, man. Thing was really an eye catcher, we'll say. And going up against Jeff Atkinson, the peanut farmer out of Georgia, factory Superstock F 2015 Camaro. PJ Fouts was running Superstock and automatic with the little 283. PJ dialed 1198 and broke out by 5 foul, 1197.5 at 108 miles an hour. He was 040 on the tree, which was actually one of his worst lights of the weekend, we'll say. Jeff Atkinson was 0.28 on the tree, dialed a 9.34 and ran a 9.34.5. Dead on 5 to get the win there. Jeff Atkinson, that is his fourth national event win. And what a day, what a change a day can make is what I'll say. And that's the deal with running these NHRA races, national events and divisional events. Jeff Atkinson was 0.54 and 0.70 in his first 2 rounds of competition on Friday, okay? That's a guy that wanted to go to bed and wake up the next day refreshed. And I'll tell you what, he was 001 against Greg Rowe. He was 002 against Don Schufert. He was 011 against Dan Fletcher. And then he was 028 there in the final round against PJ Fouts. So it's amazing what a day can do. And somebody who's actually, was killer on the tree on Friday can wake up Saturday and cannot be in that same groove. So that's where this kind of racing that we do, you got to be on your game every day. That's the way it is. So congratulations, Jeff Atkinson, on your win there. Congratulations, Cody Phillips, on your win. All right. That's it. That's all the results we had. That was all the racing that was going on this weekend. Upcoming weekend, we got the Summit Racing Equipment Nationals at Norwalk, one of the best tracks in the country, we'll say, one of the most well-managed tracks in the country. Forecast looking okay. 74 on Thursday, 83 on Friday, 88 on Saturday with rain in the forecast, and then 76 on Sunday. That's going to be a dialing challenge. You got different weather all 4 days, so good luck to you. Okay, bring your fast cars. All right, 51 stockers on the list, 57 super stockers, and even Kyle Koretsky is going to be racing FX. Factory X is going to be there on the property, 9 of them. So looking forward to that. We also have a Division 6 double Yellowstone Dragway in Acton, Montana. All right. So 2 races there for Division 6. Let's see. Thursday starts on Thursday, 81 and maybe some PM rain Thursday. 69 on Friday with wind. 76 on Saturday and 85 on Sunday. Another dialing challenge. Okay, that's going to be an interesting weekend. Good luck. Good luck there. And safe travels anybody heading to Acton, Montana, Yellowstone Dragway. All right. Let's get to our guests, shall we? Because I need a breather, and they're probably ready to come on. We got Ken Miele and Tim Fletcher. Let's bring them in. They're going to talk about the Class Racer Nationals, July 24th at Numidia Dragway. One of my favorite tracks. It's not a very fast track, but it's a beautiful track. It reminds me of like being in Italy, looking at the farmland out in the distance. It's just a cool looking place. We don't get too many of those views here in New Jersey. All you can see is power lines and level streets. So, all right, let's bring them on. All right, you guys there?
Yes, we are. Hey, Bobby.
All right. Thanks. Big applause. See, I need that soundboard that's like, okay. Ken Miele. For anybody that doesn't know, Ken Miele is on our right. Tim Fletcher is on our left.
That's easy to see.
Tim is youth, Ken is experience, and we'll go with that. All right, how you guys doing? You okay?
Doing good.
Peachy.
I'm just appreciate you getting us on here. If anybody has any questions, we wanted people to ask, but we're going to go through over some, go over a bunch of stuff just to, as far as just the highlights of it, of the race, because it's a little bit different than we've done in the past.
Absolutely, and I just want everybody to know that I did see Ken and Tim in Virginia this weekend, but I think we were all kind of finished racing by Saturday, and none of us ended up in the winner's circle, but we survived. We made it home. We're still alive after that heat. All right, Class Racer Nationals, baby, July 24th. We got a little bit of a different format this year, I would say, right? It's on a Wednesday, which I think is a wise move. I'm thinking it's going to have a pretty good car count as a result, because you can get 3 races in for one travel ticket. So what do you think there, guys?
Oh, well, go ahead, Tim.
I think that was the thought when we decided to come back and do the race. We didn't do it last year. We did it in 20, 21, 22, and we didn't get out last year. Just had some things going on and everything. And we tried weekends before. We tried the weekend after. 2 different races, separating stock and super stock, a race Saturday, a race Sunday. And it seemed like the general consensus was just, it was either an extra weekend, it was too hot, it cost too much to go back or before. And so Wednesday before, Kenny's usually there on the Sunday prior for whatever reason.
I'll be here early again.
And he says usually probably 75% of the people are there anyways by Tuesday night.
A lot of them come in, believe it or not, on Tuesday night. A lot of them come in.
And testing's on Wednesday, so Vinny was generous enough to let us rent the track or split rent the track because he's still going to have testing too. But have the race on Wednesday, and yeah, that was kind of it. You know, you go up there. We're going to start at noon on Wednesday, so you can go up there literally a half a day early.
I like that.
Then you have to be there and, you know, race for $5,000. So, or more than that, actually, with all the extra races. So, hoping it's going to be good.
Yeah, no, that's perfect. The Wednesday at noon start, so I can leave early Wednesday morning. I don't have to take off on Tuesday. So already got my attention peaked. Now, what kind of format are we looking at, guys? 2 qualifying sessions, from what I understand, and then we go into
qualify. It's going to have a ladder. People have been asking about this race, you know, in the past where we didn't have heads up. Well, this is going to be a ladder. It's going to be the same as the division race. So there's going to be a ladder. We're going to stock and super stock will run separately until the final, but there's going to be a ladder. So there's going to be a heads up racing. We're going to have tech on there. Dave Lay will be there. So, you know, hey, thanks, bud.
Yep.
So, so that's the flyer. So that's the basic, that's main race, but we also have a second chance race and a top 8 race, meaning the top 8 of each stock and super stock run each other in a CIC format. That's a separate deal, and they run each other. There's no runoff there. They just run separate classes. We'll have more on that in a little bit, but that's basically the format of the race, and it's going to be more low key because we're going to start at noon, and we're not going to finish late. So a lot of guys will be able to do what they want to do if they want to go out or whatever like that. It's just going to be a nice, smooth run race.
Yes, and I got to say that actually the biggest question I've received was about the top 8 race. So make sure you give a full elaboration on that.
You want us to jump into it right now?
See, we should
Let's
should
start with that.
just have a CIC race then.
No, just a CIC race.
We should just have a CIC race. It sounds like it, but before we get into that, laddered eliminations for both classes. So stock will have its own ladder.
Yes.
And then super stock will have its own ladder.
Yes.
And until there's one left in each. So that just clarifying that.
And they'll run for the 5,000, but each winner will have, you'll have the $1,000 for the runner up, which will, explain that to me. Explain the site to me. Explain it to them.
So the final basically the stock finalist obviously will run the super stock finalist.
Right.
So one of them will be the runner up. So if you win your class, you technically are getting $1,000 guaranteed.
Right.
That's just kind of what we meant by stock versus super stock final.
Right.
And not calling it a combo. Because combo would just be everybody come up, everybody on a ladder.
Right.
And we didn't want to have any confusion there. So it's stock's going to get called. If there's, a laddered buy, the laddered buy goes down, and then super stock will be in right behind it, starting with 2 and, you know what I mean, going down like that. So that's just that clarification. It's not a combo. It's separate, but just each of the winners will run each other for the $5,000 purse.
Right.
So what else did you want to get into? You want to get into the top 8 now?
It's up to the boss.
You want to get into the top 8? All right.
Go for it.
You want to do it, or you want me to do it?
I can do it. It's fine. So the Testo top 8 index race is basically the top 8 qualifiers in stock and the top 8 qualifiers in super stock will run each other in a separate race, kind of towards the end of the main event. The main event I call the $5,000 to win race. So we'll call those guys up. Like I said, the first 8 guys on the qualifying sheet after the first 2 qualifiers of the main event. We're going to take those 8 guys and they're going to run each other for $1,000, and it's totally free. And we're going to do it in a CIC format, meaning that you're going to take a hit and we decided it's going to be anything over 80 under.
Okay.
So you can't just leg it balls to the wall and go, a second under, a second under, a second under if you got the number 8 qualifier who's only 82 under. You know what I'm saying? You could easily just be 100 and just leg it, and we just feel it'd be a little more fun
and fair
to make it what we're kind of level it a little bit, but it's still like performance based. But we're kind of leveling the playing field a little bit. Like I said, just make it a little bit more fun in our eyes. So if you go down there and your index is say 995, and I go, 9-10, that's 85 under. So I'll take a 500s hit. And second, if I win the round, I'll take a 500s hit. So my original 995 index, the next round will be 990, just like comp eliminator.
Right. I like that idea. Yeah.
Real quick, there's tech too. We're way in the Dave Lay is going to be there. So, some guys may screw up their tech card. We're going to make sure all the weight break, because people are not used to, tech cards anymore. They just fill them online. So we have a tech card. So we'll go over them to make sure your weight is correct. I'm sure there'll be people accidentally doing it, but we don't want anybody throwing a monkey wrench in this thing. And I have no problem. If you're wrong, and you're done. So you make sure it's right. We're going to have Dave Lay. The weight's going to be checked. We can't check fuel. Obviously, we don't have the technology for fuel, the stuff, the equipment, but we're going to pop the hood. We're going to go through things. And so just, and we're expecting guys to act like sportsmen. All right. So we all know how fast all our cars are out there. So that's, and I know, Bobby, you'll probably like this, right? This is an incentive. It costs you nothing and it's an incentive. People are always asking for incentives. Why should I go fast? Well, here it is. You can win $1,000, not $100, $1,000, and it's not going to cost you a dime. So
got a top 8 qualifier. I could try and maybe I can get in that 8th spot. Who knows?
You never know, but you never know.
Yeah, and then if you're 81 under, it levels the field. That's why we picked 80 under. We went through the last 2 years in Numidia and just picked out the top 3 in stock and super stock. Like last year, the top 3 cars in both classes were 85, 81, and 80 under. Those are the top 3 in stock and in super stock, each of them. So I don't think anybody's going to be really above a second under, unless something crazy happens. I'll say that. But because the media usually in July is a little hot, so and it's a slower track. So 80 under we feel is appropriate.
Yeah. I think that's fair. Do you have any other questions maybe that you want to throw at us, or that are concerns, or we pretty much on par?
No, that's good. So the second chance race, though, now that is for people that lose in the first round, or the first and second round, or just the first 30. It's usually capped at 32, right? 32 people.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, we're capping it at 32, and we usually do, because we call it a second chance race for the guys that go out in rounds 1 and 2. So after second round, we'll open up entries for that, and that's more of for fun. $1,500 to win in a fire suit from Beyond the Racing Products. We pay runner-up and semi also, but there's going to be no ladder for that, random pairing, so a stocker can run a super stocker. That's just kind of another bonus race. It's a $100 entry fee, so very, very appropriate. And we do first and second round because in the main event, if you win second round, you get $200. So it's kind of like for the first 2 round guys that didn't get any money back, they can enter this and try and get some, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Okay. I've been in that second chance race in years prior. So
yeah, we've had
to not have to be in it here.
I think the guys just want to race, you know what I mean? Like if I'm there and they're having another race, I'm already there. If I lost first, second, third round, I'm going to try and enter it. So one of the years I think we had 64, and the other years I think we had 48. It's kind of what we capped it at. But this year we're going to just say 32. And if, we by chance have more, cars that want to get in and we can go up to 48, we'll add some more money and go from there. But we're just going to say 32 cars for $1,500 to win in a fire suit.
And we're hoping we can, schedule it right where we'll have the winners, the finalists will all be like at the end of the day, the top 8, the second chance race, and the main eliminator. So hopefully it'll all work out.
It always sounds like more stuff than it really is, because remember, it's just stock and super stock that day. Are there any other categories that are racing that day or anything?
Well, there's test and tune. There's Numidia test and tune. So
there's a test and tune, but test and tune is $100, or you can go into our race for $200. So to me, it's
that's just some filler, and sometimes that's needed, because you get in the late rounds. You get in second round of this or third round. It's you got to keep coming back, and it's hard. You're hoping, like, send out some junior dragsters or something. You gotta cool your stuff down, and you need to.
We're gonna give people plenty of time. Don't worry about it.
And they, like I said, they're having open test and tune.
Right.
So there's gonna be super comp, super gas, super street, whatever people are entered in. Media's test and tune will be there. We're going to have to work them in.
Right.
So there's going to be plenty of time. And then you add in the second chance race later on.
And
there's going to be 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 5 rounds of that. So there's going to be plenty of time, even in the later rounds.
We're not going to rush you guys.
Pull your cars, even if you have a heads up, we'll give you time.
Absolutely.
There's going to be, we have all day. You know what I mean? From noon till 8, 9 o'clock. But I think we're going to be done well before then.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure you agree, though, because we're racers. We can understand what racers go through. So we're going to be as accommodating as we can, because we understand it. So we understand that, you can't, if you're in the, if you're running, we're not going to do back-to-back stuff. You have to run around like crazy.
If you have a stalker and a super stalker.
Yeah.
We'll work with you.
If you got 2 cars, we're definitely going to work with you. We're not going to be hard-nosed with that. It's just, only thing I ask is when because I'll be parking people. I'm going to be helping out Numidia. I have to throw it in there.
Just guy loves a little.
Just kind of be, friendly to me and don't hate me if I put you in a spot that you don't like. That's all I can say. I try to accommodate everybody. It just doesn't always work out. But forget about all that. So we have Biondo Racing. They're going to give us. They're putting out a $1,500 on a fire suit. We got California Dusters who's supporting us with Dusters and products, and they're just a. I don't know if any of you guys, I guess a lot of you guys know Jimmy DeFrank and the DeFranks. They really love stock and super stock racing. They're supporting. Weldon's always been on board. A fuel pump, a regulator, and then ATI, a gift certificate for a balancer that everybody can use, and a gift certificate for, I forget, I didn't even write it down, but it's a gift certificate, I think, for converter.
Converter.
So
I won that one a couple years ago.
Okay.
Converter's treating me very well, by the way.
Hopefully you used it.
And then we have to go through this. I know people don't want to hear about sponsors, but we got to go through the sponsor stuff.
Absolutely.
Oaks Landscaping, they're super stock. They're sponsoring stock, it's a super stock. And then we have Tim Stickles, Oaks, I should Shane Oaks. But Tim Stickles, Gutters by Design is a stock sponsor. They I got to keep my hands down, guys. They jumped on board. They just really wanted to be a part of this. And then of course we couldn't do this without Testo. Testo is the major sponsor. Mike Ficacci is God, you guys know Mike Ficacci, but he got Testo involved and he works for Testo, and it's just it's been a good partnership. We really, really appreciate Testo. And I guess that's it for blowing up the sponsors. And Numidia. I couldn't do this without Numidia. This is going to be Numidia. This is going to be Numidia Speed Week. It's just like Jake Speed Week. Well, this is Numidia Speed Week. So
we're on track. I do enjoy going to Numidia. I like the Domino family, and
yeah, absolutely.
Guys, so cool.
You better like the Domino family. No, right. Joking. Any questions? Do you think there's any? Because I don't see the chat on my end here. So if people have any questions, I don't.
Can you not see all the comments flashing up?
No, we don't see nothing.
Did I have to click something on?
No, I click on? I don't think so. I just assumed that you could see them all. I mean, we got a lot of hellos. We got Evan Smith said, "Yo, Ken."
Hey,
we got Oil Pan Nation. We got Tom Baker is excited about the top 8 race.
Nice.
Tom Gent is looking forward to it. So I guess we're going to have some visitors from North Carolina coming up to run in the race. Yo, Ken.
Yeah. Well, hello, guys, to everybody. I just, like I said, I don't see your comments, though. I'm not. Oh.
There it is. Right, there you go. There's
CIC race, a combo, or are there 2 CIC races? There are going to be 2 CIC races for the top 8 in stock and the top 8 in super stock. Am I correct with that, gentlemen?
Yep, $1,000. It's totally separate.
And
$1,000 for super stock, $1,000 for stock. You can't see both my hands, but
right. And
totally separate.
No entry fee.
So we're giving away $2,000 for free.
Yeah. So if you guys want to go fast, this is the place to go.
Right. You have a little bit of everything for the bracket racer guys with the second chance, no heads ups, no nothing.
Guarantee you get no horsepower.
Yeah.
Right. That's going to be fun to watch too for everybody that's done racing for the day. That's going to be like a little.
Yeah, we did
now.
that. When did we do that? 2 years ago.
What the?
We did.
We did.
Oh yes, we did it 2 years ago.
We picked random tech cards though.
We picked random tech cards because we didn't want ringers in there. And then they ran, and
we just did the top people, and we paid $500, $300, $200 and gave away prizes.
Yeah,
it was just one run, the furthest you could go under. We did something like that. I think it was the last in. I
think it was 2 years
22 or 21.
Yeah.
But it was fun to watch because there was a couple people that were like 70 under, and they went like a second under. I can't remember who won it.
Yeah. I know. I don't want to get the names wrong. Being old. I screw names up all the time.
So do I. Yeah. It's all right. We got a lot of comments flying in. We need fillers. LOL. Right?
Hey, Steve.
Steve Foley. Saw him this weekend. Look at this. The champ, Cody Phillips.
My
Yeah.
man. That's
Put on a
what I
race
sent
like
a Snapchat a minute ago.
Yeah, he beat me up down in Florida. Yeah, okay, Cody.
Mhm. He's not invited anymore.
He's driving good, man. He's driving
Right.
good. I wish I had 10% of his skill.
He was one of the drivers to watch on the Drag Insights drivers to watch report this past weekend.
Oh, yeah. Excited
Steve
to support
Foley,
this race.
excited to support this race. Looking forward. So Steve Foley's coming up.
Oh, great, Steve. I really appreciate it. You guys have to travel. The guys that are traveling, well, I appreciate everybody, but that's really cool. That's nice. I love
you
the
know what?
support.
Ken, we got to ask you right now while we have you here, that gas card that you always talk about in your videos. People have been asking me about it. What is that thing that you're using?
I use I left what's it called?
TSD Logistics.
TSD Logistics. If you go online, you can just type in open roads, open roads, logistic card,
Open road.
and it'll bring you to the website. You fill it all out. It depends. Like the states that have the highest fuel tax, you get the biggest savings. I guess they work something out with that. Sometimes, like the one I just went to was 40 cents. No, I'm sorry, that was the week before. This was only 20 cents because the fuel in going to Bristol or Virginia, I'm sorry, was fairly cheap. But some states like Pennsylvania, you save a ton in Pennsylvania. You could save
New York.
50 cents to $1, 90 cents easily. So
All right.
it's a good deal.
TSD Logistics, Open Roads.
Yeah, if you put open roads and put logistic card, but open roads in the search engine, and it'll come up.
All
That's
right.
what it'll come up.
There you go,
but
guys.
they don't do it for gasoline yet. They only do it for diesel.
All right. Now, if you're running a gas motorhome like me, just get the Pilot app right now. It's 10 cents a gallon off if you use the app. So Pilot
That's
Flying
cool.
J, that's what I've been using.
Okay, cool.
All right, There we go. We're
Hey,
saving people
Chris,
gas
what's going
money.
on, Mr. Epps? I had to say hi to Chris. He's helped me ton. When I won my race in '97, I'll never forget it. Everybody was gone except him. He was my crew. I know it's a long time ago, but he'll remember that.
Hey, legends, never get forgotten, right? Come on. Ken.
I enjoy doing the rolling into videos, even though I think they're corny.
Wants to come.
All right, well,
it was in the morning last time. Maybe.
Yeah, I think it was Sunday morning we did it because we had 2 days.
Sean, that's right. That's correct.
I'm gonna have a Jason Line appearance this year. I don't know.
I don't know. I did ask him. He's busy working. He says he's going to do his best. No guarantee.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know if you guys know it. The Nick
Antos, my man.
Antos. That's right.
And the orange Camaro.
Right, in the orange Camaro. She was so pumped.
Yeah, she got $500.
I think Deadbolt Dan will come up though. If everybody knows his, that's the guy that used to work with. Yeah, because he loves his heads up stuff.
He's gonna love that top 8 race. I know he'll be in it. We just
not a lot of
the competition. What's that?
I was just reading what Darren was
Kenny's
saying.
having his own podcast.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't help it because I'm finally reading the comments.
You can just go home.
Yeah,
Kenny will just talk on the comments. So
I have to say this, guys. Don't ask me what time it is because I'll tell you how to rebuild a watch. That's just the saying. I just never shut up. No, John Smith Pro. What's this here? Yo, Ken Style. I'm sorry, Bobby. I'm taking the whole show. I just can't.
That's all right. No, I'm done.
You don't mind?
Sorry, but
okay, go ahead.
Yeah, sponsorship call outs. Absolutely. Well, that's good. And I'm glad that you got sponsorship. And I love the little prizes. Like I said, I got the ATI converter that
you did. You
we're using right now. Yeah, just by losing like the 4th round or something like that. So it was.
Oh, cool. Very
really
cool. Very cool.
Will there be a live stream for this race?
Numidia has their own
live stream. So I'll put the link out on Class Racer, but Numidia does their own live stream.
All right, so perfect. So yes, you guys will be able to watch this race on the TV, on the YouTube, on your Rokus, whatever. We use Open Roads. All right, so I'm guessing that's the app that you were talking about. Thank you, Tom Gent. And Tom Gent's going to be coming from North Carolina. Steve Foley's going to be coming from North Carolina. We're going to have some travelers coming in. I'm thinking we're going to have a pretty decent car count this year, so I'm pretty excited about it. Deadbolt Dan does run D-Stock Automatic in one of those Buicks, and he goes really, really fast. Chris Epps, those were the fun days.
Because the first thing he asked me when we come to these races, I know we're not doing qualifying, but I need to see a qualifying sheet.
Right.
He likes going fast, so I think.
He's calling you out.
You calling me out, Cody? I'm sorry. Listen, Cody, he's a funny dude.
And Tom Baker got one too from ATI. You gotta appreciate what JC Beatty does for us racers, especially in Division 1. What a guy.
He's a big supporter. I mean, when I won the division last year, the first check I got came right from ATI, and obviously they support Class Racer. They've been Class Racer supporter forever.
Absolutely. Love it. Love it. All right. What else do we have with this race here? We've got.
Touch on. Are anybody getting any other questions that you see, Bobby?
Anybody have any questions for Tim and Ken while we got them here?
Parking, entry fee we already went over.
Second round winner, get your money back.
Yeah, you go. Yeah, second round winner, and you got $200.
Guaranteed at 50 cars, which 50, hopefully we have
50 cars with guaranteed money. I think we're going to get. Bobby, what do you think we're going to get?
I'm going to say we're probably going to have over 100 total between stock and super stock if I add it up.
Yeah,
for our race,
not
the divisional.
So I'll say what
it would be so cool.
64 stockers and 58 super stockers. We'll go with that.
No, that's good positive thinking, bud. That's what we want to hear.
I'll kiss you on the cheek.
Yes, sir.
I'm lowballing it right now. I don't want to set.
I hope it's a success. If it's a success, we'll do this every year. If it's a success, and there's no doubt in our mind we'll do this. These one-day deals are easier for us, and I think it's easier for the racers.
Yeah, absolutely. Paul Mazzola, yes, there will be. Numidia has its own YouTube channel. The race will be streamed live as it's happening. And if they need any help with that, I can run up in the tower and try and help them out if they need it. Are they selling 50-pound bags of ice there? Baker.
No,
Tom, you ice. Have that CUDA ready to go? I know you'd be in the top 8 race with that thing. I guess.
What do you need? 50? My question is, what does he need 50 pounds of ice for? I don't even use ice. Oh, that's right. The 8. I'm sorry.
This guy. That's why I'm here.
That's why he's here, because I have
automatic with Deadbolt Dan. He's going to need 120 pounds of ice. 50 is not going to do it. We all need to support this race. Absolutely, Tom. No duster, chiller.
No. Yeah, it's just. I mean, I know there's a lot of talk on Class Racer about we don't get the respect, but that's why we do this. I started this off not just about making money. I just give us an opportunity to at least show what we have with this top 8 and get some money back that you don't have to. I mean, this is $5,000. That's going to be cash. It's not, you know what I mean? It's so we don't have, you're not waiting a half a year to get all your money, And a lot of racers complain about it, but they all want to show up for the Wally, and I get it because I show up for the Wally too. I'm in.
Yeah, but now this way, the Numidia Speed Week, as we call it, you can run for money. You can get 2 grade points. You can run for 2 Wallies, all with 1 tow. Yeah. And in total, what would it cost? Less than, what is it going to be, 200 here, 200? I don't know what an open is, but it'll cost you, $550 or whatever. Right. I don't know what the opens cost.
But a lot of chances of going rounds and winning stuff.
Right.
So I know I'm preaching to the choir with you, Bobby, but I just figured this is a good opportunity, and it all worked out this year anyway for us.
Absolutely. I think this is gonna be one of your best. Now, I know 2020, that was a great one. You guys were the only game in town, and that set a high reference point, we'll say. After that, it gets tough. I mean, you guys know this. I know this. You can't. Class racers they're hard to please, right? I mean, it's a tough crowd. And you guys are really going out on a limb here to try and give us a place to race. I understand what you're going through. I don't have the courage to put on a race. I mean, it takes a lot of planning. It takes a lot of time, investment, and all that. And it's a gamble. And I hope it's one that really pays off for you guys because you deserve it. And you're doing us a favor. So
I couldn't do it without Timothy. I wouldn't do it without Timothy. He's, I have my memory lapses. So, you see me talking on the camera all the time when I'm doing my video, but I can edit that out. You can't edit live stuff out. You have to know what you're doing. Sometimes I go into these.
You're doing just fine, Ken. You know what? We need we need to have like a little barbecue or a party. I mean, that's another benefit of being at the track for 5 days. I mean, there's got to be something going on every night. So
the 24th is my birthday, so if you want to give me a cake or something, you can go for it.
All right, so we need a cake for Tim. We need just somebody will just bring a bunch of hot dogs. We got some grills. I'll have at least one. And we set something up.
Real quick, Bobby, Dave Turner asked for directions. I'll post directions for people coming from the south or the west, because this way you don't have to run into the big hills. People coming from the east or the north, you're not going to run into any hills. So I'll post something for him, Dave. So I'll post something on Class Racer. So coming
from the south for anybody from our way.
Yeah.
We go away. It's more direct. There's only one hill coming in. Not all. Don't follow your GPS.
Yeah. Do not follow your GPS as you're coming from the
And
south.
it's only about 20, 25 minutes longer.
Yeah. It's so much easier. It's a truck, basically a truck route you're coming through. You're not going through any towns. You go to a little town, but it's trucks that go through these. So trucks can go through, and there's no big hills.
I've done the trip with Timmy's big rig, Vinny's rig, my small rig. It's just, I've done it a zillion times. I always go the same way. It's the best. Yeah. So.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, Bobby, you going out to? Sorry, Bobby, you going out to Columbus?
Not going to Columbus this year. Nope.
Okay.
Come to Numidia, and this is my July. I got Lebanon Valley. I can't do that many weekends in a row.
Got it. I forgot about that. I'm not a Division I guy anymore. Well, I am a little bit.
Right? Oh, keep forgetting. Yeah.
50.
Keep forgetting you guys are down there. Keep forgetting you guys are down there. Keep thinking you're up in New Jersey when I see you.
No, you guys are. I can't even get this on camera. You guys are up. We're down. So yeah, I think we've covered everything, and people just. I guess people are pretty much. They got what they need, all the information they need. I'm just kind of going everything, and we tried to make it simple and not as complicated, and just a one-day deal. We can just have a nice, smooth race, and hope you guys have a good time. So hopefully
I think everybody's looking forward to it. There you go. We got another birthday on that week. That's Tom Baker's birthday week, and he's going to be there. So we need a couple cakes. Maybe we'll just combine them all. We got one big cake. All right. Yeah. What are we getting? Chocolate, vanilla, somebody
anything. Ice cream cake is good. That's probably melt too quick.
I'll eat it fast. Don't worry.
Oh, maybe you could talk about how we're not. In years past, we're down behind the winner's circle.
Because it's a division race. Lucas guy sets up there. Ken Braddock sets up down there where we normally set up with our race. So we're going to be at the top of the hill, all right, near the garage. We'll be set up there for anybody who's interested. Get your
tech card.
But I'll be parking people and I'll tell them where to go.
All right. So when we pull into the track, you will be there. We pay. Who do we pay? Do we pay the track or do we pay you for our?
No. You're going to pay us.
Just like years past, come up to Keno's trailer. Vinny will probably be at the gate. So you handle any divisional, national open things with the track. But for this race, you got to come up to Kenny's truck and trailer.
Right.
Probably my wife, mom, or sister, somebody be out there handling money, handing out tech cards. Dave Lane, Kenny will be there. That's where you get paid, get your prizes, and everything like that. It'll all be up at Kenny's rig, right at the top of the hill by the garage.
Yeah, you guys, everybody knows that.
We'll put something out so everybody knows where we're at.
Yeah, but I'll be parking people too, and I'll be telling them where to go for our race.
All right, and then just are you going to have? You probably said this already in years past. Like, gave out some prizes for people that lost in earlier rounds.
First one, or you going to decide that?
Will you be doing the same thing, giving out some prizes to people from the sponsors?
Yeah, I think the first two rounds. So we try to make it where. It's kind of, we think a lot about where to do the things. The first two rounds, we're doing best losing packages or random giveaways because those guys, again, aren't getting any money back. So when you win second round, you get $200 back. We just feel as though from that point forward, we're not going to do third round best losing package, fourth round, because those guys are already getting money, going rounds, getting a piece of the pie. The first two rounds is where you're going to get prizes and random things that we have. Like you said, the Weldon things, the ATI things, the car dusters. Those are going to be more of rounds 1 and 2 because, like I said, those guys don't get any money back.
Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Tom Baker wants to know, can we get in on Tuesday night?
Yes, I'll be there.
All right.
I don't know if he has my phone number, but I'll be there. Just make a post or something on Class Racer and then tell me I'm going to be there in a half hour, an hour and everything, and I'll be down there to let you guys in. Anybody coming in at any time, I'll let them in. We're trying to accommodate everybody. A lot of guys like to get there early, if they want to get their spots. There are going to be sponsor spots, not for our race, but for division races. So those sponsor spots nobody can take because they pay for it for the division. But that's all the bottom part of the track. Most races that go to the track know that, and most races want to park on the top of the track anyway, so that's not going to be an issue. But I'll be explaining that to them when people come in.
Is there a cutoff time that they can get there on Tuesday night? Do they shut the gate or anything like that?
Well, the gate's going to be shut, and I'll be sleeping. So if you guys come at 3:00 in the morning, I'm not probably going to. If you wake me up, I'm probably not going to be happy. So try to get to at least before midnight. If you get there before midnight, I'll let you in. If not, just get there early in the morning.
Kenny's number's on the flyer.
Oh, my number is on the flyer, so text me.
So I didn't put
See?
mine on there.
See, that's the problem.
So text or call him.
Don't call, text. I don't like talking
about
to people.
the parking thing. He's going to be there all week, or I'll be there too. But I got little kids. Don't call my phone.
No. Right. Text me, and I'll text me, guys. You just text me, and I'll take care of it.
All right, there you go. That solves that one. All right. Try not to get there too late on Tuesday night. Have some common sense. If you get there at 1 o'clock in the morning, just go to sleep and wake up.
That's why we made the start time Wednesday at noon, because we figured everybody.
Right.
We looked at all the tech cards from years past. Everybody's coming within 80% of the people are coming within 3-4 hours. So you could leave Wednesday morning and get there with plenty of time.
Yep. So, thanks, Dave.
All right, Dave Lay's looking forward to this race.
Yeah.
And we know everybody's going to be on the up and up. We got an experienced tech director there coming in. Bruce Fulker, Ken's good at telling them where to go. And Tom Baker, yes, I have it. Thanks again, Ken and Timmy. All right, here we go. Anybody have any more questions before we call it a night here? Who's excited? I am. We got a little less than a month to go.
Yeah. Thanks again, Bobby. I appreciate you getting out. I think this helps people that, if they see this. And I know people will look at this in a couple of days, because you tend to have more people look at it. Everybody can't watch live.
Nope, we've got 88 people watching live right now. It's telling me. So between the Facebook channel and the YouTube channel. So everybody should be seeing this. Anybody has any questions, look at the flyer. That flyer will answer a lot of your questions. If you have any other questions, just rewind, because we probably answered a lot of them here. And then last but not least, you got Ken's phone number on the flyer.
Yeah. Or you could just make a post on Class Racer, and I'd be glad to answer it.
Yeah, we have that thread going about the race. So anything on there, Kenny looks at that.
I respond to that one all the time.
So. And any important question, just call me or message me on Facebook. Anything about parking or anything goofy, call him. But any important questions,
like I said, I wouldn't be able to do it without him, because it's just too much. I'm in retirement mode, even though I work.
All right. Well, we want to thank Testo. We want to thank Numidia Dragway. We want to thank Ken and Tim Fletcher. We want to thank Gutters by Design for sponsoring Stock Eliminator, Shane Oaks Landscaping for sponsoring Super Stock Eliminator, Biondo Racing Products, Weldon Fuel Pumps, ATI Performance Products, California Car Cover. Thank you to all the sponsors that are going to put on this great race, and we can't wait to see everybody there. All right. Thank you very much, Ken and Tim.
And Testo.
See you guys in a couple weeks. Okay. All right.
Yeah. Thanks, Bobby. I appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care, bud.
Like and share, guys. All right. Thanks, guys. Take it easy. All right. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So I plan on seeing all of you at Numidia Dragway, July 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th. Just 5 days straight. We're going to celebrate a couple birthdays while we're there. Tom Baker being one of them, a sponsor, supporter of this show. So, guys, I think it's going to be a great time. Let's just pray for good weather. Dry weather. We'll deal with heat as it comes. Just be dry. All right. We got a lot of racing to get in 4 or 5 days. So I'm looking forward to it. All right, guys, let me get to a couple more announcements before I let you go here. We've got to go over the points, right? We got to go over the points. We have a little bit of a change this weekend after the race. So the top 5 in Stock Eliminator nationally, Jimmy Hidalgo Jr., he's got a convincing lead, 549 points. Justin Hutto, Ross Ponville, Cody Phillips is now in 4th place. Congrats, Cody. And Michael Brand round out the top 5 in Stock Eliminator nationally. Super Stock, we got Don Shuford. Saw him this weekend. He went pretty far. He actually lost a tough round. He was pretty good on the tree, too. Don Shuford's in 1st. Monty Bogan Jr. was hanging with him this weekend. Jimmy Hidalgo Jr. in 3rd. Craig Galtieri in 4th. And Jeff Atkinson just made a move into 5th. Congratulations, Jeff. And then number 1 in divisions, Stock and Super Stock. Here we go. Division 1, Cliff Hinson is in 1st place. Stock Eliminator and Super Stock, Pete Diagnolo. Division 2, Trey Payne III in Stock. Monty Bogan Jr. in Super Stock. Division 3, Travis Booth. What's up, Travis? All right. Stock Eliminator and Kenny Schindler in Super Stock. Division 4, Ross Ponville in Stock. Jimmy Hidalgo Jr. in Super Stock. Division 5, Darrell Goheen in Stock. Aiden Patterson, Super Stock. Division 6, Jody Lang in Stock. And Jeff Devey in Super Stock. Division 6 has a double race this weekend, so that could change. Division 7, Don Keene, Stick Shift in Stock, and Trey Vetter in Super Stock. Don Keene, big block Ford, 68 Cobra Jet stick car? Nice. Number 1 in Division 7 stock eliminator. All right. Do I have any other announcements? Guys, let me know who's tried this play NHRA gambling thing. I asked that last week. Nobody's gotten back to me. Has anybody tried it? Are we allowed to do it? I'd like to know. So somebody let me know. All right. All right. I think that's it. National Dragster is supposed to be working on the records. They told me that I got in contact with them before I went to Virginia and said, hey, do you guys need anything else from me? What's going on with the records page, because they're going in the July issue. We're doing July and December, and it was crowdfunded, and I don't want to let the people down that crowdfunded this, and I don't want to let down Drag Insights that sponsored this. But National Records and Stock and Superstock are going back in the National Dragster in July and in December. Okay, we're making it happen, and I want to make sure that they remember. Okay, so they tell me that it's going, that it's happening, and I said contact me if you need any help, if you need anything else. All right. So that's the last I've heard, guys. I'll get back in contact with them again next week just to make sure. All right. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, share. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good night. Safe travels to Norwalk and Acton, Montana this weekend.